Hare Kṛṣṇa. So you can see by the first slide that we have here, my name is Manasa Ganga Dasi, for anyone who doesn't know me. My home temple is New Dwarka, the Los Angeles temple. There I saw my first deities, Sri Sri Rukmini and Dwarkadish, and Sri Sri Rukmini and Dwarkanath. And over the years that I was there, I got the incredible opportunity to sometimes dress Sri Sri Rukmini and Dwarkanath, and always there to serve these wonderful deities. So I appreciated so much when Chaitanya Chandra put this photograph onto the opening slide. So we will proceed, and we will sing all together, if you like, the Jai Radha Madhava prayers, and we will sing as many times as we do the Sanskrit, all 4 lines, and then we will go back and we will read the English, because I know there are some people here, and I did not know the exact meanings, that didn't grow up with Sanskrit and don't know what it says, don't know what they're singing about. So we will have the English as well. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari, Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari, Jasoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana, Jamuna Tira Vanachari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari, Jasoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana, Jamuna Tira Vanachari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari, Jasoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana, Jamuna Tira Vanachari. One more time. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari. Jasoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana. Jamuna Tira Vanachari. Krishna is the lover of Radha. We can all see these verses. He displays many amorous pastimes in the groves of Vrindavan. He is the lover of the cowherd damsels of Braja and the holder of the great hill Govardhan. He is the beloved son of Mother Jasoda, the delighter of the inhabitants of Braja, and he wanders in the forests along the banks of the river Jamuna. So we will be reading the English also for the Mangalacharna. And so we will say the Om Jnana prayers up to where the English starts, then we will say all the English, then I'll click on the next slide. In this way, I did not know all the verses that I was saying when I said the Sanskrit, so it's nice to be reminded on it. So, Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadandikam. I was born in the darkest ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torch of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto him. When will Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada, who has established within this material world the mission to fulfill the desire of Lord Chaitanya, give me shelter under his lotus feet? Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuttapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Ragutam Tam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijan Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitamscha. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of my spiritual master and unto the feet of all Vaishnavas. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of Srila Rupa Goswami, along with his elder brother Sanatan Goswami, as well as Raghunath Das and Raghunath Bhatta, Gopal Bhatta, and Srila Jiva Goswami. I offer my respectful obeisances to Lord Krishna Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, along with Advaitacharya, Gadadhar, Srivas, and other associates. I offer my respectful obeisances to Srimati Radharani and Sri Krishna, along with their associates, Sri Lalita and Vishaka. Hey Krishna, Karuna Sindho, Dina Bandho, Jagatpate, Gopisha, Gopika Kanta, Radha Kanta, Namostute. Oh, my dear Krishna, you are the friend of the distressed and the source of creation. You are the master of the gopis and the lover of Radharani. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. I offer my respects to Radharani, whose bodily complexion is like molten gold, and who is the queen of Vrindavan. You are the daughter of King Vrishabhanu, and you are very dear to Lord Kṛṣṇa. Vancha kalpya charubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam bhavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. I offer my respectful obeisances unto all the Vaishnav devotees of the Lord. They can fulfill the desires of everyone, just like desire trees, and they are full of compassion for the fallen souls. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda. I offer my obeisances to Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivas, and all others in the line of devotion. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One more time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, so we have a beautiful quote here from Srila Prabhupada. It also displays the book that I'm getting all my quotes from. This is the most wonderful book by Mahanidhi Swami. I will have the copy with me all day and in the prasadam room if anyone wants to get the information from it. Fantastic reference for ways to be able to increase the purity of your chanting. Just incredible book. To be very honest with you, when I started chanting Hare Krishna, when I first came to the movement, I would hear, you need to hear all the syllables. You need to drag your mind back. And I was so lazy that I never did. For 40 years, I never did. So don't be like me. Don't wait 40 years to try to improve your japa. Better to start now, when you're full of energy. So who would like to read this quote for us? I'd like to make this a little interactive. Is there anyone who'd like to read? Thank you.
Haribol. Simply our prayer should be, my dear Krishna, please remind me to always chant your holy names. Please do not put me into forgetfulness. Please remind me to chant. Even if you send me into the hell, it doesn't matter. Just so long as I can always chant Hare Krishna. Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda are singing one very nice song, in which they are requesting everyone to please chant Hare Krishna and come along with them. So that is the request to everyone. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. So the Acharya, the very Acharya of our age, Srila Prabhupada, he has asked us to please chant Hare Krishna, that is his request, and to come along with Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda and chant and come along with them. So that seems simple enough. Except, am I hearing, oh no, are we having another class about chanting japa? We have so many classes about chanting japa. Why are we having another class about chanting japa? And to show the importance of chanting japa, we have this slide. Do we have someone who will read this slide?
Lord Brahma is speaking about how the jivas in Kali Yuga will be helped. Lord Hari has collected all the powers to remove sins and bring auspiciousness from charity, vows, austerities, pilgrimages, the demigods, the great saints, the Rajasuya and the Ashwamedha yagnas, and the study of the transcendental knowledge, and placed these powers in his holy names. Mahanidhi Maharaj in his book, The Art of Chanting Hare Krishna, quoting from the Skanda Puran.
Now that's pretty amazing. So we have heard all we have to do in this age of Kali is chant Hare Krishna. And here we're understanding how Lord Hari made this so easy for us. Maybe it's much harder to go on pilgrimage. And we know that doing these different yagyas are much more difficult in this age. But he has made it so that just by chanting Hare Krishna, that is all we have to do. But we have to do it with an inner purity. We can't just have our mouths move. Like, oh, I have been guilty of it on occasion. Hare Krishna, 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 it's just background music, just a background beat to my mind being able to take off and wander anywhere it wants to. And, oh yes, there was something I wanted to watch on TV, so let me pause it during the commercial, and I chant my rounds during the commercials. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. So there is, even though Lord Chaitanya says there is no hard and fast rules about chanting Hare Krishna, on the other hand, we need to be a little bit careful. We need to try a little bit. We need to have some sincerity in our hearts. Now, Prabhupada may say, what is the difficulty? Is simply chanting Hare Krishna. What is the difficulty? And I'm wanting to make sure of where we are, and I didn't put any page numbers. Okay, that's where we are. Okay. So you will have to forgive me because I will be literally reading my notes on a lot of this. My body is the body that I'm in right now, that I'm stuck in, is 77 years old. And I have found out my memory isn't as good. I will forget names, I will forget phrases, I will forget what I'm talking about, I will forget walking into a room what I went in there for. Therefore, I may need my notes to know what it is I was talking about. So please forgive me, I may just read some of it. Now, one reason that chanting may be hard is we may not develop a taste for it. Now, why could that be? Because Prabhupada says just chant and be happy. Why would it be that we're not feeling a taste for chanting? And we know, we have had so many classes, so we know that there is a danger of committing 10 faults against the chanting of the holy name. There are 10 aparadhas, and the most serious of them is the mad elephant offense. Now, what is the mad elephant offense? Anyone know? Vaishnava aparadh. I do remember when I first became a devotee, I was offering my obeisances in the temple room before Mangal Artik. And before I even glanced at the deities, my mind was already going, oh look, she has a very nice sari. I don't have a sari as nice as that. And then I would go, oh, why is that devotee looking at me? And my mind was already just fault-finding all the devotees in the room before I even glanced at the deities. So we need to be very, very careful about this. Are we insulting the holy name while we are attempting to serve the holy name? Do we simply move our lips and the sound of the Maha Mantra becomes background sounds? I did that for 40 years, so I know. It's very easy to do. And the second that you're not watching your mind, there it goes again, thinking whatever it wants to think. So I was too lazy to even watch what my mind was up to. I would lament. I would lament those that I left to join the temple. I would find others for everything I didn't like, especially, now understand this part, especially if the fault was really mine. So we are very good as human beings in knowing unconsciously that we have a fault and noticing it in other people and commenting about it in others, but not noticing it in ourselves. So we need to be very, very careful of that. And you may ask, well, okay, what is the process? How is it that I started wanting to drag my mind back? I spent 40 years not dragging my mind back. What was it that made me want to start dragging my mind back? And honestly, I had a thought that was so dangerous, so awful, that I was shocked by it and had to look and I go, what am I thinking? Where did this come from? And for the first time, I actually looked at what my mind was up to. And by Krishna's mercy, I found that that's not so hard to do. It's not so hard to look at what your mind is up to. And so by Krishna's mercy, by Prabhupada's mercy, I started doing that more and more, especially with my japa, watching what my mind was up to. And it will, in a second, in half a second, in half a moment, it will diverge and go off and do whatever it feels like. So we know that we can't even move an eyelash. We can't even blink an eye without Krishna's sanction. We know that from scripture. So is it Krishna's fault if we can't concentrate? Is it our fault? Is it Krishna's fault? If we can't do anything without Krishna's sanction, is it his fault if we're not paying attention to our japa? Anyone have any comments or ideas about that? Well, I will say that we have individual choice, and we're choosing not to listen. Krishna's right in front of us right now, and he's wanting us to come home. And it's only by our choice that we aren't home. It's only by our choice that we came here in the first place. Unless we happen to be a pure devotee, a great saintly person, and there may be some amongst us now, and we don't know who they are because they're not going to raise their hand and identify themselves. But unless we are a saintly person like Prabhupada, who was sent here very specifically to help the conditioned souls, then we are here by our own choice because we wanted to do it our way. We wanted to be in charge. We wanted to be powerful. So many of us have spent millions and millions of years wandering around trying to be in charge of this thing and trying to be in charge of that thing. And maybe in millions of different births we've been happy for a few minutes and then it's gone. And the hope and the prayer is that we finally had enough. If we finally had enough, then the last, maybe this birth, maybe the last few births, we have been working on trying to get back home, back to Godhead. And with enough sincerity, we could do it in a second, in half a moment. Most of us, it may take a lifetime to get there. And what is the fastest way? It is the chanting of Hare Kṛṣṇa. So, how do you stop the fault finding? How do you stop from looking at someone and going, oh, they're doing it wrong? I mean, I think about the times that has happened to me, where a devotee, sincerely, a devotee in Sacramento came up to me and made fun of how I was chanting, mimicked my chanting, exaggerated, made fun of it, and then told me this had happened to her in Berkeley, and I need to chant this way. And so I tried, I was so shocked. But mainly my feelings were so hurt, and it took me a while to get back to trying eagerly and sincerely to chant as carefully as I could. And I realized from that we as human beings don't do well when someone criticizes us to our face. It's not that we learn from that and that we immediately start doing better. Usually, it will just hurt our feelings and make it harder for us. So my suggestion is we don't correct someone else unless they have specifically come up to us and asked us about it, and asked us, I'm not sure about how I'm doing this or that. Can you help me? What is your advice? If they're not saying that, then understand that from the very first time we say Hare Kṛṣṇa, Lord Krishna has a hook in our mouth and is dragging us back to the spiritual world. And any time that we are doing something that is making it take longer, he will give us hints. So understand that Paramatma will give us hints if we need to improve our japa. There are no hard and fast rules. Let's start with that. Should we stand up when we chant? I have heard some people say you have to sit down for all of your rounds and you can't move until you've chanted every single round. I have heard other people say, oh no, you need to stand up and then you need to sit down for some of the time. And then others have said, you need to circumambulate the temple. That is the only way you can chant the rounds, is on a japa walk circumambulating the temple. And there's so many things that you'll hear about how you should properly chant. And what I say from having heard all this is Paramatma will tell you. You will be able to feel, and you will be inspired to chant some other way if that is going to help you. So try not to listen to this person told me this and this person told me that. Listen within your heart to what Paramatma is telling you and try to chant that way. I mean, soon I may hear the only way to chant your japa, mataji, is standing on one leg. You need to finish all your rounds standing on one leg. Or maybe you have to stand on your head. Yes, that's even better. Stand on your head the whole time you're chanting your japa, and then you will have the good sound in your japa. That is the best way to do it. So don't fall for that. And chant. Your guru who knows you may give you specific instructions to help you. But don't listen to groups or devotees that just stop you and go, hey, you should do it this way. Think about that. Think about what they say. Think about whether you would say that to somebody else. And then think about whether it matches Shastra, your guru, and whether it matches saintly persons. Somebody has a phone call? Okay, I've got a couple of great quotes here from The Art of Chanting. Here's one. This is from Mahanidhi Maharaj. Speak to the mind. O mind, you are a stupid monkey. Why are you always jumping here and there to foolish ideas and suggestions? Pursuing these material thoughts will only bring you and me endless suffering. Look at Radha Shyamasundar, the ultimate beauty, the perfect divine couple radiating joy, compassion, and love. And then he gives another suggestion. Cherishing memories and pleasures while chanting japa revives the false ego and fills one with the I am the enjoyer spirit. At times like this, one must reinforce his thought for service, seva vritti, by repeatedly telling ourselves that I am not this body, I am pure spirit soul, part and parcel of Krishna. I am not the enjoyer. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namane Namaste Saraswati Devagorvani Pacharane Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschachade Shatarane. I am not the enjoyer, I am the servant to the enjoyer. Be indifferent when nonsense ideas or sinful thoughts arise. Do not welcome them with open arms. Bad thought will disappear by not identifying with it, by telling yourself, hold on a second, with conviction, I do not want these thoughts. I have nothing to do with these thoughts. Gradually, the mind will give up its nasty habits and happily honor Krishna's name and hold on to his lotus feet. This is dharana, or concentration in japa. Really, should we have faith in this? That simply by saying, I don't want these thoughts, and simply by not paying attention to them, well, gradually will our mind give up those nasty habits? That would just be great. So I'm going to pray and hope for that. What do I do to try and improve my japa? I pray to Srila Prabhupada to help me. There are so many incredible saintly Vaishnavas we can pray to. We can pray to all the acharyas in our line. I especially pray to them on their appearance and disappearance days. And I pray, please, can I just sincerely and with devotion chant the holy names and hear what I'm chanting. Please help me give up following my mind. And so I pray to them. I pray to the 6 Goswamis, which we'll hear more about in a little bit. I pray to Lord Nityananda, who's the most merciful, but even more merciful than Lord Nityananda is his Shakti Janavama. So if you're really having a hard time, pray to Janavama to please help you. And you will feel, seriously, if you are serious about asking for their help, you will feel it immediately. It's so amazing. So I've got another quote here, and this is from the Vrindavan Mahamamrita Sataka 740. O glorious holy name of Krishna, only you have the power to conquer lust, hatred, and all other vices. O glorious holy name of Krishna, make me forget the dualities of material existence arising from this material body. O glorious holy name of Krishna, help me forget the material world and reveal to me the sweet splendor of the spiritual world. O glorious holy name of Krishna, please take me to a secluded grove in Vrindavan, wherein the fair and dark complexioned lovers are manifesting their wonderful pastimes. Why is nothing happening? Oh, okay. Thank you. Who would like to read this quote? This is an amazing quote from my spiritual grandfather, and for most of you, it's your spiritual great-grandfather.
Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. You cannot vibrate the holy name simply by moving the lips and tongue. The pure name of Krishna is not lip deep, but heart deep.
I want to have a T-shirt saying that, and a bumper sticker.
Haribol. When Krishna comes down, name comes through the heart and moves through the lips and tongue. The vibration is the holy name of Krishna. When Krishna in the form of sound descends from the transcendental world into the heart, and from the heart controls every aspect of the nervous system, comes to the lips and tongue, dancing there, that is Krishna Nam. Hare Krishna.
Jai. Now, we've covered a lot. Are there any questions or comments at this point? Don't forget them at the end then. All right. This also from this incredible book. You can find on all different places on the internet pictures of the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda, Lord Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Radha and Krishna. And although Prabhupada recommended that when you start chanting, You try to hear every syllable. Later on, not later on as you start listening to your mind instead, but later on as you are chanting those syllables, you can start feeling and thinking about the different pastimes of the divine couple, of Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda, and you can also start thinking about the different symbols on their lotus feet. Now, as I said, I have memory problems. So I have been concentrating on Lord Nityananda's right foot. And I will think of it over and over and over. And in the book that I showed you by Mahanidhi Swami, he describes some of the symbolism and what the different marks mean. And you can also find that in different places on the internet. There are descriptions of what the different symbols mean. And so you can think of those as you're chanting japa. And it really helps. It's not that you're thinking of that instead of chanting. The name is non-different from the form, so you're still getting the same benefit. And that is a thing to try. I strongly suggest it. Sri Pada and I have both tried that and get a lot of joy doing that. Also, another way that my japa has been helped is something that Ananda Shakti and I have been doing, is we text each other in the morning before we're going to chant our japa. And we take turns giving a prayer of who we're praying to and what we're praying for in our japa that day. And that is very encouraging because you're getting the support of association and you are also remembering things you might not remember if you didn't have help from another devotee. So I highly recommend that as well. Okay, we have another quote here from the Patanjali. He gives a secret for controlling the mind in his Yoga Sutras, and who would like to read that?
Secret for controlling the mind, quote from Patanjali. He gives a secret for controlling the mind in his Yoga Sutras. When negative or harmful, sinful thoughts disturb the mind, they can be overcome by constant pondering over their opposites. A devotee must be ever alert, always watching the mind. Whenever useless or sinful thought waves arise while chanting japa, they should be immediately replaced with positive thoughts. Such action will create new mental habits conducive to spiritual advancement. Mahanadi Maharaj in Art of Chanting, Hare Kṛṣṇa, page 143.
Okay, once again, we're hearing the same thing. Thank you, Prabhu. We are hearing that we need to replace the bad thoughts that the mind came up with good thoughts, positive thoughts that will help us do better. Now, except for those that are hiding, that are actually saintly persons and we don't know that they are such, the rest of us would be in the spiritual world if we were chanting perfect japa. We wouldn't be here anymore. So that means that many of us have a lot of work to do. And it's like, oh no, we have a lot of work to do. But it actually becomes very, very joyful. Just like I found, I couldn't believe it, that doing austerities to improve your sadhana actually make you feel better. You're actually feeling enlivened and blissful rather than missing the things you gave up. I mean, this is a hard time of year for me. Not only is it Ekadasi, but it's the hardest of the Chaturmasya fasts for me, the green leaves and the herbs. That's very difficult. I have an herb garden that I do a lot of cooking for the deities from my herb garden, but not during this month. However, by following it, I feel better. So we need to have the faith and just try, because it works. We feel better. Okay. Now, I said we would get back to the 6 Goswamis. I have a quote after this from Srila Prabhupada. on why we have this slide up. They are, as we understand from literature, every single one of them in Krishna Lila is either a Manjari or a Gopi. So they did not come here because they had to, because they wanted to control something. They came here because Lord Chaitanya wanted them to come here as part of his entourage to help us. And we can pray to them, and I promise you, get instant help from any one of them, or all of them. And here is the quote from Prabhupada. Who would like to read it?
Pray for mercy. If a devotee seeks shelter at the lotus feet of the 6 Goswamis, the merciful Goswamis will certainly give the Lord's servitor all protection. It is not astonishing that impediments are placed before those who are spreading the Krishna consciousness movement all over the world. Nevertheless, if we adhere to the lotus feet of the 6 Goswamis and pray for their mercy, all impediments will be annihilated and the transcendental devotional desire to serve the Supreme Lord will be fulfilled.
Thank you. So now we can choose to have a little faith and try that. Or if we don't have any faith and we don't want to try that, we can pray to have the faith to try that. And if we can't even do that, then we can pray to have the faith. We start from somewhere, and we realize no matter how beaten down we've been by the material energy, by this mundane world, by reactions to our sinful activities and our bad choices, that at any time we can change our choices and Krishna will help. And he will help himself through Paramatma and so many ways, and he will help by his Vaishnavas. So just know that. You can get the help if you just want to try. And here is our very last quote, and who would like to read this one? This is the last slide of our slideshow.
Quote from Mahanidhi Swami. When the conditioned soul pleases Sri Guru and Sri Krishna, the Swarup Shakti, internal spiritual potency of the Lord, descends upon that soul and enables them to purely chant the holy name. Krishna's Swarup Shakti is a combination of the Hladini Shakti, bliss potency personified as Sri Radha, and Samvit Shakti, knowledge potency, personified as Lord Baladev. Krishna's Swarupa Shakti manifests the pure name in a surrendered heart saturated with devotion. Enriched with ecstatic rasas, the pure name then embraces the tongue in the dance of prema. Art of Chanting, Hare Krishna, page 1, chapter 1.
Jai. See, that is page 1, chapter 1 of his book, and already we're getting a quote that's so good I saved it to the end. Again, I highly recommend this book. So, we've got some time for some questions, some comments. You must have some. Jai, Shripada.
Thank you. Sometimes we hear devotees say things like, oh, you shouldn't do this when you're chanting japa, or you shouldn't do that. And I've even heard it from some Prabhupada disciples that we should only chant japa on japa mala, the beads. So I drive for a living, and I chant on clickers, on a clicker, because it's safe. So can you elaborate a little bit about that?
Okay, thank you for the question. Once again, Lord Chaitanya has said there are no hard and fast rules to chanting. Prabhupada taught us to chant japa on the japa beads. He showed us how. But we need to do the best we can. Just like it might be ideal if we weren't having to watch children while we chanted our japa. But there may be no solution for that, so that we need to do the best we can and pray to be able to hear and watch the kids. Pray to be able to hear as you use the clicker, as you're driving and watching traffic. We have to do the best that we can and hear the best that we can. Paramatma and Kṛṣṇa know everything about what's going on with us, and they know why we're making these choices. And we just pray for the continuing help of all the saintly Vaishnavas, and we do the best we can. We chant the best we can at the moment. Prabhupada said we need to chant 24 hours a day. Now, maybe we should get AI to do it for us. That's it. We could program AI to chant 24 hours a day, and then we don't have to chant. That'd be great. We could do that, or not. Or not. So we do the absolute best that we can, and Kṛṣṇa knows our heart.
And sometimes we will remember certain things that Srila Prabhupada said. Utility is the principle. So in that regard, that's where that fits. So utility is the principle, so long as we're trying to chant our japa.
We build our desire the best that we can. We hear every syllable the best that we can. And we do what's practical for our survival and for the survival of our children. And we have to bend a few rules to be able to do that. And Krishna's very kind. There's one meditation in this book. It's from the Rupa Chintamani by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. And he's saying, remember right now, for all eternity, remember the gentle, sweet smile on Lord Krishna's face. So we do the best we can to do that. I can't remember it every moment, but it would be nectar if I could. Did that answer? Yes, thank you. Okay, let's see. We have a little more time for a couple of questions. Yes.
Hare Krishna, very nice class, Mataji.
Thank you.
You said that there came a time when you said this is enough, and you wanted to change how you were chanting. Then you started checking your mind every time you chant. So how long it took you before you came to the current stage where naturally now your mind doesn't get distracted that much?
Well, it still gets distracted that much, but I have to keep working on it, and I have to carefully not let it run away when it wants to. But I have been carefully watching as best as I can for the last 5 or 10 years. And I can feel an immensely blissful difference. And every time I feel the difference, it makes me want to try even harder. So once we start on a better path, we get encouragements to continue.
Thank you.
Jai. And I believe we have time for one more question. Yes.
You had mentioned, having Kṛṣṇa in mind as we're doing our japa, and I'm curious, would there be a similar effect if we're thinking of Srila Prabhupada or one of the acharyas? Someone who's
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. because when we see them, we are also thinking of Krishna, because they spent all of their time helping us think of Krishna. So we will get their mercy as well. Absolutely. I am hoping everyone understood from this class that if they have been doing it, they will no longer chant Hare Krishna on commercial breaks of their favorite TV shows. And that is their 16 rounds. Please, try a little harder. It's worth it. It will save you a birth or two. Jai. So Prabhupada actually asked that we keep the classes down to a half hour, 35 minutes if possible. And as his disciple, giving my first class here, I'm trying to do that. That gives us about 10 minutes before the deity drapes open. And one thing I knew from New Dwarka that I've known at most temples is that when the deity doors open, we are ready to sing to them. We are ready to offer homage to them. We are ready to give them our darshan. We are ready to take their darshan. So we have about 5 or 10 minutes to do that now. And if you want, we can have one more question. Or this gives you a little time to chant around before the deity doors open. One thing that I do miss was I lived across the street in New Dwarka from the temple, and we would all go there, and in between Mangal Artik and the greeting of the deities, we would all be in the temple chanting our japa. And there's an amazing feeling of being with other devotees, all quietly chanting your japa. That's just an incredible feeling. It's like kirtan, but it's different. So I'd like to give time for that and for us to put the mats away and get ready for the artik. That would be nice. But let's first get ready to see the deities, and then we can chant. Then we have a choice of standing up, sitting down, walking, or whatever we want to do while we're chanting, whatever makes us most comfortable. Okay?
If everyone could put the mats away.
Oh, Hare Kṛṣṇa. Yeah.
You've done this before.
Well, it's been a while.
Can you get up?
Yeah. Thank you.
Is this your computer?
No, this is the temples.
So go take time.
Yeah.
Let me know if you want to.
Wow.
Or whatever face works for you.
Maybe sometimes, maybe a few times a year, I'd like. I'll let you know when I've got a topic again.
Okay, I think the reason the class ended early was for us to be ready to greet the deities. So let's focus on that. Okay? We can always talk a little bit more later.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, he can say. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's no problem. Yeah, that's fine.
जय श्री सन्निताय सच्चिदानंद भगवान की, श्रील प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की, गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल, जय निताय सच्चिदानंद.
Okay, so another thing is several devotees have said that their ears are getting affected by the loudness of our kirtans. So we'll try to sing sweetly. And enthusiasm comes, so people chant loudly or so. So just be I'm asking all those that are playing instruments, please play, softly, sweetly, okay? Like the way Srila Prabhupada would do. Okay, Hare Krishna.
जय निताय सच्चिदानंद गौर हरि, निताय सच्चिदानंद गौर हरि, जय निताय जय निताय सच्चिदानंद, निताय सच्चिदानंद, निताय सच्चिदानंद गौर हरि, जय निताय गौर 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 हरि, गौर 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 हरि, निताय सच्चिदानंद गौर हरि, जय निताय सच्चिदानंद गौर हरि, जय निताय सच्चिदानंद, निताय सच्चिदानंद, निताय सच्चिदानंद गौर हरि, जय निताय सच्चिदानंद, निताय सच्चिदानंद, निताय सच्चिदानंद गौर हरि, जय निताय सच्चिदानंद गौर हरि, निताय सच्चिदानंद गौर हरि, निताय गौर हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. जय श्री श्रीनिकाय सचरंदन भगवान की, श्रील प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की, गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिते नामिने नमो। वेदांत स्वामिनिते नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात देशतारिणे नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरा भक्तवृंद। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Gaur Hari Bol Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hari Bol Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram. Nitya Sachinandana Gaura Hari, Nitya Sachinandana Gaura Hari. Gora Hari, Nitya Sachinandana Gaura Hari, Gora. Gora Hari, Nitya Sachinandana Gaura Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Gaur Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Nitya Sacinandana Gaura Hari, Nitya Sacinandana Gaura Hari. Nitya Sacinandana Gaura Hari, Gaura 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 Hari. Gaura 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 Hari, Nitya Sacinandana Gaura Hari, Gaura. Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram. Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Vrindavanadha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Nitya Sacinandana Gaura Hare, Nitya Sacinandana Gaura Hare, Jaya Nitya Sacinandana. Jaya Nitya Sacinandana Gaura Hare, Nitya Sacinandana Gaura Hare. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Gurudev. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिवाज कचर अष्टोत्तरशतशिस्मत् अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की जय। नित्य जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिवाज कचर अष्टोत्तरशतशिस्मत् भक्ति सिद्धांत ठाकुर गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की जय। गुरु परंपरा की जय। छोटो गोस्वामी प्रभुगण की जय। प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर स्वस्ति गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। गंगा माई जमुना माई की जय। भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री निताय सचिनंदन भगवान की जय। शुभ मध्याह्न आरती की जय। मध्याह्न आरती जगदानकारी गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य महाप्रभु की जय। श्रीमान नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय। श्री श्री कृष्ण बलराम भगवान की जय। श्री श्री नरसिंह भगवान प्रहलाद महाराज की जय। जगन्नाथ बलभद्र सुभद्रा महारानी की जय। चक्कर संजीव की जय। वृंदन द्वारिक मथुरा धाम की जय। मायपुर नवद्वीप धाम की जय। जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। शुभ महा एकादशी महाउत्सव की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्त वृंद की जय। इसकन समस्त आचार्य गुरु वृंद की जय। निताय गौर सीतनाथ प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। All glories to the Lord Hare Krishna. All glories to the Lord Hare Krishna. All glories to Gurenda Goranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Namaste Narasimhaya Praladadayine Dalayine Hiranyakashi Purvakshaha Hiranyakashi Purvakshaha Shilatanka Nakhalai Shilatanka Nakhalai Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha
यातोयामि ततो नरसिंहा यातोयामि ततो नरसिंहा बाहे नरसिंहा हृदय नरसिंहा बाहे नरसिंहा हृदय नरसिंहा नरसिंहा मदं शरणं प्रपदे नरसिंहा मदं शरणं प्रपदे तव करकमलवरे नाखाम् अद्भुत शृङ्गार दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुवेङ्गा केशवदीता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे ओ जय जगदीश हरे जया केशवदीता नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जया केशवदीता नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे ओ जय जगदीश हरे जगदीश हरे हरे जय नरसिंहदेव 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 जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव 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 जय नरसिंहदेव जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Srila Gurudev. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol. विघ्नाशक श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिंहदेव भगवान की, भक्त शिरोमणि श्री प्रहलाद महाराज की, श्री श्री निताई सच्चिनंदन देव भगवान की, जगत गुरु श्री प्रभुपाद की, टैगोर प्रेमानंदी। हरि हरि।
Hare Kṛṣṇa, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Kṛṣṇa Kṛṣṇa, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Shri Nitai Satchidanand Dev ki jai, Shri Lakshmi Narasimha Bhagwan ki jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Guru Parampara Shri Vrinda Devi ki jai. Vancha kalpa tribhyascha kripa sindhabhye vacha patita nam pavnebhyo vaishmyo namo namaha. So thank you for joining us for our Sunday feast program today. I hope you're all doing well. Yes? Okay. Okay, yes, he's enthusiastic. So thank you all for coming. We'll make some quick announcements. For any first-time visitors, if you could just show a, okay, and okay. And all right, so I'll go from left to right. Introduce yourself. What's your name and where are you from? Yeah, you can do that too.
My name is Sandeep Pramodrai Kadakya. I am from Mumbai, India.
Are you visiting here or?
Visiting Portland. My son is staying here.
Okay. Hare Kṛṣṇa. Your son. Okay.
Son and grandson.
Okay. Well, congratulations. Thank you for coming. Where do you live?
Beaverton.
Okay, so not too far. Thank you for coming with your son. Your first time too, right?
I have come here before for events.
Okay, but not with your family. Okay. And are you here with your wife?
Yes.
Okay. Hare Kṛṣṇa. Loud welcome with a Haribol for all of the families. Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. Thank you. Thank you very much for coming. And then I think I saw someone here also. First time or no? Your first time, right? What's your name? Okay, and New Delhi. Are you here visiting family? Okay. Family's here? Or you came? Who? Oh.
He's my neighbor.
Oh, okay. I thought he said your son. Oh, okay. So he's a neighbor. Okay. Welcome, Prabhu. Thank you. Okay. And anyone else? I think you're here first time. What's your name? From where? Punjab. Okay. Hare Kṛṣṇa. Prabhu comes here regularly. And anyone else here? I think Mataji, you're here. I met you on your way in. You're here with your daughter, right? Oh, your niece. I'm sorry. Have both of you? Have you been here before? No. Okay. Ohio. And Vancouver, Washington. Thank you. What's your names? Kristen and yours? Manasa. Thank you both for coming. First time to ISKCON Temple, or you've been here? First time? You've been there before? First time. Well, thank you for coming. I know some things may seem a little different. Feel free to ask any of us. You can ask any questions, okay? Thank you. I hope it was okay so far. So, Hare Kṛṣṇa. Anyone else here for the very first time? Okay, so loud Haribol. Haribol! Oh, Haribo, Haribo. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, next. We'll just, for the sake of time, we'll just say, follow the slide. Loud Haribo for all devotees celebrating birthdays and anniversaries. Haribo, Haribo, Haribo. Thank you. Okay, this is very important. It just happens that August is packed with a lot of devotional festivals, and very important for us because the festivals are there to engage ourselves in developing love for Bhagavan and expressing that love in a very, very wonderful and unusual way in this world. Love for God is such that you do it selflessly without expecting anything in return. And nothing else in the world works that way. So it's a little bit different from our nature, but we should engage in it. I think he can, if he's having a tough time, maybe there's places where children will be children. So, important thing, on August 2nd, we have Shri Jagannath Rath Yatra in downtown Portland. So, we'll show a slide for that. Thus, it's important for you to register for that. And from what I hear right now, 150 devotees have registered for it. So quite a few, but I think more the merrier. And the whole idea of Rath Yatra is Jagannathji goes out and meets and sees all the devotees of the Lord, those that are devotees and will be devotees in this lifetime or later. So it's like a mobile church, or a mobile temple going across the city. So it's very nice. It just started last year that we were doing in downtown Portland. So please join, okay? We'll show the slide. That's on Saturday, on August 2nd. So about 2 weekends from now. And then Balaram Purnima is on August 8th, which is a Friday. It's a Parents' Day of Shri Balaramji, Adi Guru, and the expansion of Lord Shri Kṛṣṇa. First expansion of Lord Kṛṣṇa. On the subsequent day, we'll do temple Maha cleaning. On August 9th, before Janmashtami, we always try to do cleaning of the temple because you're inviting the Lord, and so it's important for us to participate as a group in that. And then August 16th is the grand celebration of Shri Kṛṣṇa Janmashtami. It's a Saturday. We'll show you a little flyer of that. It's usually the biggest festival that we observe here, with over 3,000. Last year, I think we had 3,500 visitors and devotees. So, hopefully we'll have good participation. August 31st is Shri Radhashtami, the appearance of the most beloved devotee of the Lord, who exemplifies Krishna Prem to the extreme. So we observe her festival of appearance and pray that she will give us her drop of mercy. And then, we'll have Shri Jagannath Rath Yatra again, this time in Beaverton. So we've been participating with Beaverton Parade for at least 10 years, and it's very nice as well. So those are the upcoming festivals. We'll show some slides because they're important. So this is for Rath Yatra. There's a URL. If you're interested in participating, take a photo, and then just you can come and participate. It'll be a chariot taking the Lord across a very important street in Portland. Srila Prabhupada said Rath Yatra should be in the most busiest, most important place in the city, and this is on the waterfront, so it's very nice and pretty setting. Please come, and we will be chanting the names of the Lord and pulling the Lord in his chariot and his cart. Okay? How many of you have participated in Rath Yatra before? You have? Okay. So it's very nice. You all are welcome to come. There's a suggested dress code because after all, we're part of an organization, and it's good to look presentable. So please don't wear hats or big backpacks. You don't need them, or jeans. Let us dress in Vaishnava attire. So for Prabhus, anything white, like if you don't want to wear dhoti, then you can have a white pajama and white shirt. That's fine. For Prabhus, if you want to wear dhoti, there will be devotees there. You can purchase dhotis from here. They're inexpensive. and devotees will show you how to put it on. For ladies, I was instructed that the color selection that the matajis have made, Hare Kṛṣṇa, if everyone can kind of listen. Hare Kṛṣṇa. Okay, so please, so the suggestion from the matajis is wear something pink, like pink saris. Does that include pink something else if they're not comfortable with saris? Okay, you can have pink, whatever. The idea is to look like one group rather than a sea of different colors doing different things. Okay, and prasadam will be served at the end of the Rath Yatra at around 1 p.m. So it'll start at 10:30 a.m., so please be there by that time. And then if you get the URL, you can RSVP, and then on our website, Portland, www.portland.com, ISKCONportland.com, you can see the details of parking, etc. Next slide. There. So after that, as Shri Balaram Appearance Day, Balaram Purnima, and Shri Nityananda is there, and he's non-different than Lord Balaramji. So you can come, and that's on Friday. Details will be forthcoming. You have opportunity, if you want, to sponsor decorations for the Lord, Abhishek for Balaramji, and Bhoga for Balaramji on that day. So it's available, tax deductible. Next. For Maha Cleaning, this is a painting of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, none other than Sri Sri Radha Krishna together, cleansing the temple of the Lord, and all the devotees are cleaning as well. So please come for that. We need help for that because there's a lot of things to do. The more the merrier, and it's a nice chance to clean every single spot, if possible, in the temple. And it's to prepare for Janmashtami. Okay, next. So please come and please be ready to help. So you can wear comfortable clothes, if that's pants, shirt, etc., that's fine. But just come help. Okay? And then Sri Krishna Janmashtami, the grand celebration, will be on August 16th, which is a Saturday, starting at 5 p.m. Service will start from even the day before, like for cooking, flower decorations, etc., etc., helping out with a big canopy tent. We have a 60 by 40 tent that goes up there in the parking lot. So there's lots of seva. So please come, bring your friends, and you can also volunteer if there's a URL there for if you want to volunteer for any service to help out. Okay? Next. And then after that day is the Appearance Day of His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, our founder Acharya, the greatest exponent of Krishna consciousness in the Western world and throughout the entire world. So we want to observe his Appearance Day every time, because without him, we would not have Krishna consciousness. Like somebody asked Manasi Ganga Mataji, is it okay to think about your spiritual master while you're chanting? And of course, because when you think of spiritual master, you think of Krishna. Srila Prabhupada said this himself. He said, if you think of spiritual master, guru, you think of Krishna. When you think of Krishna, you think of the guru. Okay, so we'll observe that. If you want to sponsor anything, you can for that festival as well. Next. So today, last week's Sunday feast sponsors, unfortunately, because of the busyness of last week with the visit of Maharaj, we weren't able to announce. But last week, Bhoga was sponsored by Dravan Prabhu, Parul Mataji and Jagdish Prabhu, Ashish Kapoor Prabhu. And so, thank you all. I don't know whether any of the others are here, but I see Ashish Prabhu. Thank you. And then for today, prasadam has been donated for through Abhijit Prabhu and Priyanka Mataji. Is Abhijit Prabhu here? Thank you, Prabhu. And Mataji is here also? No. What's the occasion? Is there a special occasion?
My birthday was last month, so I wanted to do it last month, but this was the best.
Thank you. Very good. Very good. And also, Kalpaturu Mataji, she's my aunt from ISKCON Houston, so she's visiting us. So thank you for sponsoring. Do you want to say any special occasion? No. It's just Vaishnava culture. When you go to somebody's house, the house of Lord, you take something for the Lord. So it's natural, it's culture. And then flower sponsorship today is Sundara Madhav Prabhu. I saw him here. Hare Krishna Prabhu, you're moving back? And looks like it, right? Madhav Prabhu said looks like it. And Archie Mataji. I don't see Archie Mataji. Is she here today? They only allowed you to come. Okay. So Sundar Madhav Prabhu and Archie Mataji live in Austin, Texas. And it's very nice to see him always. Tremendous spirit, attitude for seva. So I hope your family is doing okay there? Okay. Okay. So let's appreciate their donations with a loud Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. We should also desire to have our name on there at some point, you know? You've got a birthday, you've got a wedding anniversary, etc. Please do that. That's good for everybody. Okay, I think is that it? And Srila Prabhupada's pastimes or instructions or those of his direct disciples. Sripada Mataji, all set?
Hare Krishna. So this is a nectar share from, actually it's instructional, share from my godbrother Swarup Prabhu. Some of you may know he's the one devotee that's responsible for me being a Prabhupada disciple. Because, okay, and he starts off saying this, so this is important. Danger, danger, danger. We must not attempt to sanitize, water down, nor compromise for the sake of broadening the appeal of Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is for everyone, but not just anyone. You all have heard me say that more than once. If we put popularity before purity, we will turn a spiritual movement into a religion, the Hare Krishna religion. In every instance, when Srila Prabhupada saw this tendency, he would stop it in his tracks. If there is any message my generation can give to those who follow us, it's to keep it pure. Don't make changes. Sometimes I hear it said, oh, times have changed since the 60s and 70s, and we have to adapt. Adapt to what? Krishna is, was, and always will be the all-attractive reservoir of pleasure and the source of all that exists. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you very much. Okay, so we'll have, I think, is that it, Prabhu? Okay. Prasadam prayers. Who wants to chant Prasadam prayers? Anyone? Who? Rama and Prabhu? Okay. So the prayers are there. So portion of the prayer is in sun because it talks about grains, like Anadilo Hai. So everything else will be the same.
महाप्रसादे गोविंदे नाम ब्रह्मणे वैष्णवे स्वल्प पूर्णं भतं राजन् विश्वास नैव जायते शरीर विद्याजाल जड़ेन्द्रियता है का जीवो फैले विषय सागरे तार मध्य जी भागवती लाभमय सुधर्मती ताके जेता कठिन संसारे कृष्ण बड़ा दयामय करिबारे जिहा जय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय श्री निताय सच्चिदानंद एकादशी महाप्रसाद की गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल।